Okay. Hi, I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time.
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
And you're listening and watching Tejano Talk. Hey, Nemo, how's it going?
It's going good, man.
All right. I got to see my urologist. I know everybody, like, a couple of weeks ago, I said I'm having kidney stones, but I saw my urologist. That was embarrassing. But I'm not going to, that's just TMI, okay? All right. So I'm excited because I remember seeing our guest, okay, I'm going to bring up that story a little bit later, but everybody knows what to do, right? Please subscribe, right? Nemo, you got to adjust. Okay. Subscribe to YouTube, press that bell button, and remind all your friends to subscribe also, and so you can get notifications. And if you want to get a hold of me, Nemo, you shrunk. Okay. You can email me at itstahano@gmail.com. And don't worry about Nemo because Nemo's never going to answer your emails. Okay. All right. I want to tell you that, I'm editing at the same time. Adjust yourself again, Nemo. So you got to go back and forth. All right. If you came earlier, I could edit you in and all these things, and you can't
I
do
was
that.
here.
Okay. All right. Nemo, do you remember when I first asked you about Tejano Talk?
Nope.
This is about 3 years ago. I said, you live in Fort Worth, and I said, I'll buy you a steak dinner. Let's talk about it and stuff like that. And do you remember what day that was? What happened to be
No.
going on that day? The Conjunto festival that Pancho Pistola does in front of Billy Bob's. Remember?
So it's on a Sunday?
Yeah, it was on a Sunday, and that's where I saw our guest for the first time. All right, and okay, so that is my segue to the Conjunto Cats, Art Campos. All right,
Hello, hello, hello. ¿Cómo estamos todos? ¿Cómo estamos todos?
They are.
Thank you guys
good.
for giving us this opportunity to come on the show and talk to your audience and let them know what's going on with the Conjunto Cats.
Well,
Was that the
thanks.
first time you were in Fort Worth? Was the Conjunto Fest?
I don't know. Do you
Uh,
remember
That's a
Pancho
question.
Pistola?
Yeah.
the last time we were in Fort Worth, I
No,
think it was
No,
the first time.
the first time.
the first time we were in Fort Worth. Man, actually, no, the first time we were in that area was at a place called Robbie's on the riverfront, something like
Okay.
that.
Robbie's in
It's a
Dallas?
it's a
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's smaller venue, but yeah, that's the first time we were in the area. And Fort Worth, to be quite honest with you, no me acuerdo.
It was probably the
I don't
Conjunto Fest, I
remember.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
With Pancho
Okay.
Pistolas. Yeah.
Do you know who Pancho Pistola is? He's a
Yes, yes, I do. Of
Filipino.
course, Pancho
Okay.
Pistoles is my buddy. Man, we got
Yeah.
to hang out a lot on the. We've hung out a lot on the David Farias Conjunto cruises, and
Okay. Oh
we've got
yeah,
to
I
do a
did
lot
see
of
that.
yeah. And when Pancho was on the air in San Antonio with KDA, I used to message him every morning and just give him a hard time about different things, and he would always give me shout outs on the radio and stuff. So,
So he's
oh
not
yeah,
there no
I
more?
know Frank Gonzalez very well.
He's not there
Okay.
no more?
Who?
No, 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 no. He's not on KDA no more, but
With Jalapeno?
he's got his. No, no, I don't know what happened. What
Okay.
I think
happened
it.
with that
I,
deal?
I don't know. I just know he's got an app and he's on
Well,
all through his app.
I'll talk to Benavides, find out what happened.
Okay. Yeah,
But
Yeah.
Nemo's hooked up in Fort Worth, and that's where Pancho hangs out a lot. I think. No,
Ah,
maybe I
okay,
don't know.
okay.
he
I don't
used
know.
to.
Well, yeah. Tell him I said what's up, man. Whenever y'all talk to him, man. Yeah, he's a good friend of ours, man. And he'll pick up the phone and call me every once in a while, and just to see what's going on, and or I mean, I know he follows his grandson Eli a lot
He does,
on
yeah.
baseball
Okay.
Mhm.
tournaments and stuff like that. So whenever they're in the San Antonio area or here close to Seguin, where we're from, he'll hit me up and say, "Hey man, just passing through, just checking to see what's going on with the Conjunto Cats," kind of
Yeah.
deal like that. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool.
Okay. So I was telling Nemo at the very beginning. First time I heard you, I believe it was you. You guys
Uh huh.
played at the Conjunto Festival for Pancho, like in
Uh
front of
huh.
Billy Bob's. Okay, I think it
Yes, sir.
was. I think that this is like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember.
Yes, yes,
And, uh,
yes, yes.
like,
That is
and
correct.
I heard you. And before this, okay, let me tell you a little history. I
Not
was
important.
what? Okay,
Right.
I was gone from the title industry for like 20 years, and I came back about 3, 4 years ago. And
Okay.
I didn't know a lot of Conjunto back then. I mean, it existed and stuff like that, but
Hmm.
When I came back, I didn't. I listened to a little bit of Conjunto, and I didn't like it. Okay, and wait. Let me finish. Let me finish. Okay,
He
I
didn't
didn't
like
like
you.
it. No. I didn't like Conjunto, and you probably I can't. You know, I like your style of Conjunto because it's a little faster than
Right.
regular Conjunto, like that. And so when I saw you perform the Conjunto Cats perform, I was going, I like this a lot better than some of the other Conjunto because it's like I mean, it's got a same thing, but you play it a little bit faster, and I like Zeke playing your son. And does he say? I know he sings Segundo, but sometimes you're the lead vocal for most of the songs, right?
Yeah, well. Yeah. I mean, it's it's becoming one of those split kind of performances. Because I want Zeke to be able to sing, more, as well. Because I mean, there's been shows before to where, man, uh, I get sick from from my vocals, and I'm not able to really
Belt it out.
be able to sing and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of letting well, not letting, but I mean, I want to encourage Zeke to do
Yeah, you
some
want
more vocals, so that way we can
to
have
rest it.
split time, and
Yeah.
also could give me a break as well, from from singing and stuff, and also to shine some more light on Zeke as well.
Yeah, and I have I don't have it set up because I rebooted, but I will reset this thing up as we talk. But uh, I really enjoyed the fanfare when I saw it this past a couple months about last month like that, and I got a
Uh-huh.
time to talk to you, and I met Zeke, and through my research, I watch a lot of your interviews.
Uh-huh.
I've got to say, I know you're proud of your sons, but I am also proud of Zeke. And Nemo,
Right.
don't say I'm creepy or anything, right? Because I watched this. Okay, I'll give you one. It's Bumper. Bumper put out an idea out there and told everybody, said, you put your dad behind a speaker, and then Zeke spoke up and he says, nobody's putting my dad behind a speaker. Like I was going, you go, boy. I love that. And then another,
Yeah.
another interview that I saw is this young lady, and she was cute, and I know she wanted to talk to Zeke because she
Hmm.
asked about the history of the Conjunto Cats, which we're gonna. I want you to tell us a little bit about for our audience and like that. And he goes, "Well, that's a question you need to ask my dad." And he points to you like that. So he redirected her question to you, and I thought that was proud because he's giving you the respect that you deserve for uh, creating the Conjunto Cats and having it a family type band, which I enjoyed. So I
Right.
hands down proud of Zeke, and I, I if I had a son, I would like someone to be like Zeke, my son to
How
be.
old is he?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Zeke is he's 22 years old. Yes.
yeah,
Is he the youngest?
no,
Diego?
No, no,
yeah,
no. Zeke is actually the middle, the middle child. I have an older daughter Ashley, and then it's Zeke, and then it's Diego. Diego is the youngest of the family, the baby of the family.
yeah,
Diego
and
is the bass player.
yeah, and Zeke does the accordion. If you didn't know, Nemo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and how old is Diego?
Diego is 21. He
Oh,
just turned 21.
and
Oh,
Zeke is how?
really? I thought he was still like
Yes.
in
Zeke is
high school.
22.
No, no, no. Diego just recently turned 21. Yes.
Oh, okay,
So how old is Zeke then?
Zeke is 22.
22. Okay.
he's about a
All
year
right.
Yeah.
older.
So, and which one do you
Yeah.
like
So
better?
yeah. So they're all, man. They're all 1 year apart. My daughter's 23. Zeke is 22, and then Diego's 21. So like going to school, man. They were always together. There was in
Juntos.
high school we had a freshman, sophomore, and junior, and then
Yeah,
a sophomore, junior, senior, and then they started graduating 3 years in a row.
yeah.
So they all pretty much grew up together.
Is she
Uh,
part of the band?
No, no, no. My daughter's not part
She,
of the band.
she just
She's
like you don't want her
she's
to, or she doesn't want to.
no, no, no. She just Well, I mean, they always blame me, for not getting her involved because they always tell me that whenever the boys were growing up, I never showed any attention to my daughter to put her in the band. It was always the boys, and I guess it was kind of that deal. It's like, I mean, not that I don't think that women belong in music. It's just I mean, I always all the bands that I played with, it was nothing but guys all the time, so
Right.
it never
Yeah.
really like
I
really dawned on me to try to get my daughter involved.
yeah.
But
I
but she's doing much better things now. I think she took the smarter route because she's going to medical school and she's
Oh,
studying to get her
oh
RN.
oh, hell
So
yeah.
yeah, so hey man, if we ever get sick, man, we have our own personal
yeah
nurse,
Yeah.
personal
yeah.
doctor here,
Okay.
right?
And I have a daughter. Nemo has a daughter also. You have one daughter, right, Nemo? Yeah.
Yes.
And I can understand why you didn't push her to be in the band is because being in a band is not an easy life, or traveling is not an easy life, and it's hard on a lot. Well, I don't want to say it's hard on females, but whoops, we lost you, Art.
He doesn't want to hear you.
Okay, I guess his daughter just pulled the plug on us. Okay, hey, you know what? I think this might be a good time for a video if
Just,
I have it.
just, oh.
Oh, there he
Hello,
is.
hello, hello,
Okay, you
You
were good.
okay? What happened?
I thought you
Did your
unplugged.
daughter do that?
Yeah, I was talking about your daughter. Not
hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, you're
Can you hear
good.
us?
Can you hear us? Check, check. No, Art.
Can you hear us,
Maybe
Art?
you, Art. Maybe you want to log on and log off. Okay, maybe he's doing that. Okay. Okay, but what I was saying is, I think it's not a life that I would want my daughter to live on the road and stuff like that. And I don't think he, he, we protect our daughters, don't we? Nemo, don't you protect
Yeah,
your
I
daughter?
mean, I think he can still protect her on the road with her.
Well, yeah, but it's a little harder life out there.
Look at Alfredo. He has a granddaughter out there,
Oh, he does. Okay.
right? Yeah.
All right. You know what? I I think I might have a video up here. Okay. And you know what? The Conjunto Cats did a video with El Gato Negro. Okay. And so, have you seen it, Nemo?
No, nuh-uh.
Okay. And it's a good collab. Conjunto Cats, El Gato Negro, and stuff like that. So, hey, Art, can you hear us? Check, check.
Yes. Sorry
Okay.
about that, guys.
Oh, no worries. I was setting up a video. I was setting up the Ruben Ramos video that you guys did a collab with them, like that. So,
Okay.
if it happens, I'll throw on a video and then until you work it all out. So, do you want to? Well, since I have it set up, what do you
Who
want to?
contacted who on that one? Did y'all
Yeah, tell us
contact him
about
or
the
did he
video,
contact
like
y'all?
how it started.
About the Ruben Ramos video?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, man, this whole Ruben Ramos video deal had had came up as a kind of just an idea. We had gotten we had gotten hired to do a private gig in Beeville, and Ruben Ramos happened to be a special guest
Wow.
at this event, and they had asked us if we could back up Ruben Ramos on on a couple of songs, and Gato Negro happened to be one of the songs that we backed them up on, and of course it wasn't really rehearsed and prepared the way it came out on the recording and stuff. And I had just kind of mentioned it to Ruben and told him like, hey man, it would be cool if we did some, did a collab with you.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
like Ruben Ramos was all for it, man. He was he was all for it, and he was like, yeah, let's do it, man. And he was so like excited about it, man, and kind of kind of kind of left it alone. And then I finally reached out to Mark, and we got all the music ready for Ruben to come in and do vocals, and man, the rest is history, man.
Yeah. And you guys have I like the music video, so we're gonna play it right now and enjoy it. Okay.
A mí me llaman el gato negro, todas las leyes me buscan ya. Conjunto qué? Conjunto qué? Allá en Laredo, en una emboscada, con los cherifes me la rifé. Me fui por Alice, tirando al norte, y de la muerte yo me acordé. Por San Antonio pasé de noche, llegando a Houston, no sé por qué. Los patrulleros tenían aviso y del coral me le escapé. Terrible cárcel de Kansas City, famosa cárcel de San Quintín. De San Antonio, su cárcel nueva, del quinto piso me le salí. El gato negro no se despide, desaparece de la región. Cuando me miren todo de negro y ojos borrados, ese soy yo.
Classic, man. It's a legend right there.
All right. Wait. Wow. I want. Wow. I wanted to do that. I don't know if you heard that. Like, I was gonna intro the show with that. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Okay.
start.
I'm
That growl,
sorry.
that's the classic growl, man. There's a lot of people that man. There was one time like back whenever we were doing uh the Me Agarraste Borracho recording, which was, man, probably about a good 8-9 years ago. I had did that growl just playing around, and they were like, "Yeah, do it
It's
again," and it just
catchy. I
stuck.
like it. I like it.
It stuck, and we just kept on doing it. So now, man, the growl is pretty signature for Conjunto Cats.
Right.
When everybody sees it, that shows, they're always like, "Hey, wow!" And
How
that's
did
Nice.
the
How did I do it? Did I do okay? I
No,
practiced.
Yeah, yeah.
no, you
Okay.
I
suck.
give it about a I give it about a 70, man. You
Hey,
passed.
that's good. I don't know if you saw me while I was during the video. I was taking drinks of water, so I get it. My voice would go do it because I would hate to be like a little kid like that or something like that.
Oh man, trust me. There's days that I'm not feeling 100% with my vocals and stuff like that, and man, I'm thinking that I'm good, and I try to throw the growl, and
Yeah.
just a little squeal comes out. Then I back up off the mic real quick and act like I never tried to do anything, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that lets me know, yeah, hey,
Been
your
there,
your
done that.
vocals are not as healthy as you think they
Oh
are
yeah.
at this moment.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure if I told you, but last week we had Art Tejarina on the show, and
Uh-huh.
he gave some major props to you guys. I mean, I can't remember if he said it on the show or after the show or before the show. We usually talk before and after, and
Right.
he and his wife also said some good things about you guys.
Oh, absolutely, man. Art and Chris have always been big supporters of us from man since, man, I can't even remember. I think well not that I think, actually, man, Art Art had hooked us up with the gig out in West Texas.
Yeah.
They were, I don't know if they were gonna hire him, or they had called him asking, for him to, to recommend a good conjunto band, and he mentioned us, and they ended up calling us, and that was before, before we had Nathan and Diego playing with us.
Okay.
It was my stepbrother, and my stepbrother Jeremy was on drums, and our other bass player Gilbert Casares was playing bass back in that time. But yeah, Art and Chris have been, so supportive, and I mean, they're always showing us love and everything that we do. So a big shout out to them and the jukebox preachers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and
Oh
the
yeah.
whole and everything that they got going on, and they work just as hard as we do, man. We're a band that likes to be performing every weekend. It's that's just my whole mindset, and having a band is like, I mean, if you're gonna have a band, you want to get out there and perform and play and be in front of people. And I think that Art and Chris have the same mentality to be out there and performing, and and making a little bit of money along the way,
Oh
and
yeah.
eating a little bit of Whataburger here and there.
Yeah. So how's that going? Have you been your schedule's been pretty full?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Actually, it is, man. We've been blessed with, man, quite a bit of work. Man, we actually have gigs, for the whole year, all the way till December.
Oh, good.
And I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's packed in every month, but I mean, I'm confident to say that we have at least two shows from now until December. And then as time goes on, all the everything starts filling in, because clubs start calling. They want to have, just a regular Saturday night dance, and they're looking for bands, or
Oh
or
yeah.
somebody's coming to town, a big name artist, is coming to town. The Michael Salgados, the
Y'all are a big name. What
whoever.
are you talking about? Y'all are a big name.
Oh yeah, of course, man. We're a big name in our own space, and so man, I am blessed, to be able to be where we're at today, because I mean, we've gone through some struggles, as to be to where we are today.
Yeah, everybody has.
Yeah. Those birds really love the cats out there, don't they?
Oh yeah, yeah, they do, man. and
I'm,
and uh
I'm
and,
surprised you have any cats. I mean, any birds around your house.
hey man, it just goes to shows that that my household is blessed, and it's happy, because we have birds chirping all the time, man. So
Right?
they
Right?
like yeah they like hanging around the happy places.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go.
You know what? You had mentioned. I think I can't remember who mentioned about Whataburger. Who said
He did.
Whataburger?
He
You
Whataburger.
said,
did. And Nemo, I don't know if you know that, but Zeke was in a Whataburger commercial.
"Oh, sweet."
Yes.
Yeah, he and Nathan Acosta were did it together, right?
Right, right,
Okay,
right. That
and
is
So
correct.
Nathan is another one of your kids?
no, Nathan Acosta.
No.
He was on our show
Oh,
this
sorry.
past
Okay, yeah.
last
Sorry.
summer. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Nathan Acosta is now the lead singer and accordion player for the great Grupo Secreto, man. So shout out to Nathan
oh,
Acosta,
all
and
right,
all his family, and all the guys from Grupo Secreto that are doing awesome things, man. And hey, that's where we're
yeah.
that's where we're headed as
When did
well.
that happen? When did that happen?
I'm not quite sure. I guess Nathan's been with them for maybe 2 months now. I guess
Oh,
something like
recently,
that.
yeah.
It's a Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been a pretty recent transition that they made. I'm not too sure on exactly how everything went down, but
Okay.
yeah, it was, man, it was pretty cool on how, Nathan made the announcement on social media with the guys from Secreto, and
Oh,
everybody
cool.
was kind of just blown away with the whole transition. And I mean, I was very happy for Nathan, because Nathan's good, I mean, a good friend of ours, and he's a great kid, man, super humble kid. And I mean, not only that, but he's a great musician, great
Yeah.
accordion player, just I mean, all around good kid, man. And I'm very, very happy for him, man, and
Yeah,
his
and
family.
he was on our show about a year ago last summer, and he said,
Hmm.
yeah, there's some big things coming around, and I think at that time he didn't tell us about the commercial. I think didn't you guys do it like last summer? the commercial?
Yes, yes,
Yeah. So I think
yes.
it
I believe
happened.
so.
Yeah. So I'm not sure
I believe
if
so.
you, if Zeke and Nathan did it before he was on the show or just after our show.
So let me ask
Right.
you.
So actually, man, I'm not quite sure. I don't quite remember who reached out to me
Okay.
about that opportunity, that Whataburger commercial.
Yeah.
And they were asking if Zeke could do it. So so I told Zeke about it, and then they wanted to get a second person to come along with him and sing and play the accordion and stuff. And I was like, so I had told Zeke, I had mentioned to Zeke, I said, why don't you ask Nathan? Because
Yeah.
I mean, Nathan Acosta and Zeke have they were hanging out there for a little while, and just being guys, man, hanging out, jamming out with the bajo and the accordion and stuff like that. So they were talking quite a bit. They were communicating and hanging out. So that's kind of how that whole thing fell into place, and it was just pretty cool to to see that whole commercial when it was done, and now
Yeah.
to see where Nathan is at, and what he's doing, and it's just cool.
Yeah.
Everything is just a cool thing overall.
So I
Okay.
remember my buddy, his kid. He was in a Home Depot commercial, and every time it aired, he would get like X amount of money.
Residuals. Yeah.
Yeah, is that the same thing that happened with Zeke? Every time it aired, he get cash. I mean, get residuals for that, or
Did you
how
get
did
a
it?
nice paycheck?
Oh yeah, man. Man, he signed like I think it was a $250,000 deal, man. Whenever he did that commercial, so so he just went
Are you
ahead and put all
serious?
that money in the
No,
bank.
you're not. No. I was going, what? I said, I don't know if it works that way, dude.
Nah, nah. I think they gave him like a lifetime supply of Whataburger,
No,
Yeah.
come on,
so he can
man.
walk into Whataburger and say, "Hey, look, man, this is me
They
on the
pay him
I
commercial."
was
multiple
gonna
So
times.
ask you, does he flash up the
No,
have it like on
they
his phone? He said, "Look, I'm the Whataburger
he
guy."
has to have something every time it airs, right? Or no?
actually, man, actually, no. Zeke is, Zeke is a very humble person, man. He doesn't go around bragging about anything he's done. As a matter of fact, I mean, he did share, I mean, share the commercial a few times,
Yeah.
but I mean, Zeke is one of those type of people like, hey, okay, I did this. Let's enjoy it in the moment, and let's move on, and let's
Yeah.
continue to
Uh,
grow
Are
and do more things.
are you telling me he didn't clip it and pin it to his Instagram account so all the girls know? Ooh, he's an actor and his finger in the
How does that
cinema.
work for you? I mean, are there always girls
I
that are
don't think he
trying to?
did.
No,
I don't think he did. I
shoot,
mean,
I would have.
I mean, I could be wrong, but hey, like I said, Zeke's one of those kind of guys. Like, you know, he does his thing. He comes in, he does his work, he enjoys it while it's in the moment, and then after that, hey, okay, let's move on, and let's continue to grow and do bigger and better things.
Yeah.
It's I kind of go back to whenever my boys were in school. They did great things as ball players. I got I got both of my boys Letterman jackets, and we both know how much these Letterman jackets are once they're all decked out
Oh
with all the
yeah.
patches. Man, people are paying 800, 900 to $1,000 a jacket. And whenever Z graduated from high school, I told him, "Hey, man, your Letterman jacket is there with all the patches and stuff." And he's like, well, I'm not gonna wear that anymore." And
Mhm.
I was like, "You're not gonna well, let me go put it in my room and hang it up. Hey, I
Yeah.
paid for that thing right there, man." So
Yeah.
Wow,
so
Papa.
yeah, that's the kind of person I see Zeke. He enjoys his work, and he gives it his all, but he enjoys it for the moment, and then it's time to move on, and continue to grow and try to do something better.
So earlier y'all were talking about like they don't like to be in front of the camera to talk. Is that the reason they're not here, or
Hey Nemo,
how
you're
does that work?
lagging a bit.
Oh,
Here, why don't you log off and log back on?
let me refresh.
Yeah, refresh Nemo. I thought Nemo was just talking too much. Okay, because he talks shit about me when I have to do this stuff. But you know what? I'm a college math instructor, so when I in a couple of interviews, hey Nemo, you're back. Okay, you were too quick, Nemo. But your both your sons are in college, or are they still in college? They take classes.
Diego is in school right now. He's going to school for radiology, and
Oh wow.
no, I don't no. Zeke's not doing anything in school right now. I
Okay,
think he's
but
kind of
he did
just
take some classes before.
yes, he
Okay,
did. Yes,
all
he
right.
did take some classes, and I think he's on. I think he just took a break right now, but he's just working right now and just I guess enjoying the the music life right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah, why
Oh
wouldn't he?
yeah. Yeah. I
It's the
mean,
perfect age, man. 22, 21. Yeah.
exactly.
for sure,
I'm
for
Enjoy it.
sure.
sure.
I'm sure all the girls
Enjoy
are
it.
crawling all over him and stuff like that. And but my dad used to be a director of radiology. So when you said he's
Oh,
going to be an
awesome.
extra, so yeah, I grew up around the medical field all the time. But I'm a math professor, so
So is Art lagging or is it me?
That's
uh,
awesome.
I think Art, you're frozen. I could
Yeah.
hear you, but you're frozen.
Oh,
Yeah. At
okay.
least it
Okay.
wasn't frozen in a
Okay.
bad with
You
a
know
bad
what?
face, man. You did
Okay,
good.
yeah. You know what? I have some footage like that. Art, I've got some footage of you guys performing in Tejano Fanfare this past one.
Okay.
So why don't you log off and log back on, and hopefully that corrects it. Okay. Well,
Okay.
so
Sounds
you got
good.
this is like a 6 minute video. So
Got
okay.
plenty of time.
So
All
you
right.
got plenty of time to try to fix it. Okay. So here we go. Who-
Casas de escudo rico, con la pura convivencia. Tus padres te lo dirán, Jesús por mi presencia. Cuando te me dijiste, cuando te viste conmigo, no podré querer a nadie, necesito tu cariño, el amor de mi vida, una vida loca, y desde que conocí, orgullosos son tus padres. Un grito, yeah. Pearson, Texas, where you at? Tengo una vida, el destino no pudiste ser mi esposa, no compré quién soy yo. Para lo que me dijiste, cuando perdiste conmigo, no podré querer a nadie, necesito tu cariño. Si algún día no se me encuentra, verás en mí la tristeza, se me contagia completo en la maldita pobreza. Here we go. Yeah. Yes, sir. Organización de la base de los conjuntos Nets. All ya casi que bienvenidos. Fans for 2025. Put up on the Cats. Here we go. Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oops, forgot the transition.
Forgot the transition there.
Okay.
Okay.
Look,
What?
I hear feedback.
I hear feedback.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Check, check, check.
Check, check, check.
Oh no.
Oh
What
no.
the heck
What
happened?
the heck happened?
Okay. Check, check. Hey, am I here? I'm all by myself. Nemo, what happened? Everybody. I don't know what happened, guys. Like that. Yeah, can't log in. Did everybody log off? Hey, hey, chat. Are you guys there? Uh-oh. Okay. It says can't be reached. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. I'm going to log on, log off. Everybody, hopefully I'll log on and log off, and we'll come back here. Let's see. Let me refresh. Okay, okay. I got. I don't know why. I don't know why. Check, 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 check. How about this? Can you hear me? Hey, Art, can you hear me? Art, Nemo, can you hear me? Check, check, check. Uh, hey, Art, can you hear me? Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on. Technical issues about the show. Art, I can't hear you. Nobody can hear me? No? I don't know. Okay. Can can anybody hear me? Hey. Check, check, check. Check. No connection. Okay, guys. I don't know what to do. Okay. Well, I don't know what happened to everybody. Hopefully, we're still recording, and I will just hit the chat. And I'm going to apologize to everybody. So, what's going on? Let's see. Luis. Okay, I know we lost an email. Say, hey, Luis, I'm glad you made it. And Luis said, what's up to Art? Hey, are you there? Can you hear me, Art? Art, can you hear me? Okay, I see Nemo. Art, can you hear me? I don't know what happened. Hey, Art, are you there? I can add you to the scene. Okay, I can hear Art. I just don't know if he can hear me. Like that. Oops. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, great. You guys can't hear me? Okay.
On screen. There
Can
you
you
go.
hear me? Can you hear me? You good, everybody?
I
What
got you.
happened?
I can hear
Nemo,
you.
you can hear us? Okay.
What happened?
All right. I have
Test,
no
test.
idea.
Oh.
You know, this is online stuff. Stuff happens all the time, right? Okay.
I was jamming. That was a badass. I was gonna tell you, good video, good,
Good camera work?
yeah, good
All
sound and
right.
everything. You guys
Okay.
jam, man.
Well, thanks. And whoops. Let's see.
Let's go to the chat.
Okay. Whoops. I was trying to get. Okay. Art, I've got the. We're gonna go for the chat. Okay. Can you see the chat, Art?
Okay.
Okay. Luis said hi.
I can't see it on my end.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna talk. I can't read too very well, especially if it's in Spanish.
So
But
Luis said
Nemo,
saludos everyone,
yeah. And
and he said what's up Art Campos.
all right. That's a
Saludos,
good
saludos
view.
a todos.
And Alfredo, the lone Mexican, he says, Cubo.
Yeah,
I
you
always
good.
say Cubo, huh? I say Cubo, everyone.
Fuel. Yeah.
Yeah, turning in from Conroe.
Tuning in.
Yeah, tuning in. Alfredo's got a group that he plays with. It's Grupo Fijo, and they're from
Oh,
Conroe.
Grupo Fijo. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
yeah. All right, and let's see. Luis says, "Love the Tejano fanfare. Super fun." Okay. Um, Alfredo said, "Is the drummer a friend or a family member?" Family
The
member. I
drummer
mean,
is a,
friend
a
of
very
family.
close friend. He's a weekend son.
He's a
He's my
weekend.
weekend son.
I like
Yeah,
the way you put that.
he's the son of Meli and Cosme Alzalde of Seguin,
Okay.
Texas.
Did they grow up together with Zeke and him?
Pretty much, yeah, because his dad Cosme is a sound engineer, so he's always been I've known Cosme as a sound engineer and a DJ as well. So yeah, man, our kids have kind of been together in the music industry for since they were
Okay.
babies.
And who's older?
Actually, Nathan is the baby of the group. Nathan just
Oh,
graduated
okay.
this
Okay.
past year.
All right.
From
Yeah,
high school?
from high school. Yes.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bumper is tuning in here. It says Cubo Cats, puro pinche conjunto. I don't know what that last said.
Échale
Échale
ganas. Come
ganas.
on,
Okay.
man.
All
Chele
right. Hey,
ganas. Yeah. What's up, Bumper?
hey, Bumper. I don't know, but maybe I threw you under the bus again. I guess I always get this stuff from like that. But yeah, I didn't like it when you told Zeke to maybe his dad should be behind the speaker. I thought that was BS. But I'm glad. I know you didn't mean any harm, Bumper, but I'm glad that Zeke stood up for his dad like that. Uh, hopefully, Bumper will watch that part of it like that and rewind it. I didn't mean that much harm because I know you didn't. It came from a good place, but it came out bad. Let's put it that way. All right. Let's say Luis says, "Wow, that's weird when things happen now in terms of technology." Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't
That
fun.
was that was weird.
Yeah, that usually doesn't happen. I don't
Yeah,
know.
not for everybody. I mean, normally it's just one person, but I got logged off and
You got logged off?
yeah.
Yeah, and I had to reboot and everything like that. Imagen Studios, hey, our good friend Lauren, the DJ Indio, says yes. I don't know what. Oh, is that technical issues? Okay. Hey, and Bobby, Bobby's from California. He says, "Hello, everyone. Conjunto Cats are one of my favorite conjuntos. Lots of energy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not your grandfather's conjunto.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a different style. I like it. It's faster, and I really enjoy your style of conjunto like that. And
Thank you. Thank you very
I,
much. Really appreciate it.
there's some purists out there that I know it's called Tejano talk, but I say Tejano has lots of different flavors, and I lump conjunto as part of that. And
Oh yeah, for
Of
sure, for sure.
course.
And to be honest with you, uh, like, in the beginning, whenever we first came out, and and we were playing the way we played, and then there was a lot of people kind of saying that the name didn't match the way we sound,
Yeah.
because a lot of people, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sound like a like an ass or whatever, but a lot of people would think that conjunto was only supposed to be a certain type of sound, and when they would hear us play, they would say that we weren't conjunto. They would tell us that we were more of a tejano, like a tejano type band. But I mean, conjunto, like you said, conjunto has all types of flavors. You have a conjunto style like ours. You have a conjunto style like David Farias, La Tropa F. You got a conjunto flavor like the great Los Aguilares. You got, and then of course you have all the other types of conjuntos, the Corpus Christi style conjunto, the Valley style conjunto. There's different flavors. It just depends what
oh yeah,
which cup of tea you wanna drink that night or drink that day, whatever. I mean, whatever kind of mood you're in that day.
Conjunto
yeah,
Bernal was were they from Corpus?
Conjunto Bernal, yes, I believe so.
They were
Don't
yeah,
quote me on that. I'm not too sure,
they
because
were old school. They
yeah,
were like real
there's
old
there's
school.
people that, yeah, I'm not exactly sure where Conjunto Bernal is from, but
yeah. And,
yeah, I think, there's a lot of great musicians that came out of South Texas, and there's a lot of great musicians that also came out of from the San Antonio area. So it's a big pool in Texas, that there's a lot of great musicians in.
Yeah, and and music's got to grow. It's going to change. Like back in the day, Selena changed. It wasn't traditional Tejano that she did, and so
For sure.
everything's got to. You've got to
You
give
have to
your
evolve.
own.
You have to evolve. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah,
evolve.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
great.
for sure. It's gonna evolve, and it's like I heard this. I mean, I like to listen to. I'm a huge fan of Intocable, but I'm also a huge fan of Ricky Munoz himself
Okay.
because of the way he responds to different questions, the way he presents himself, and there was a time that he said that when Intocable was barely starting, coming out, that you know, people were saying that they were a norteño band,
Yeah.
and then the people from Mexico were saying that they were a Tejano band because they
Yeah.
were from Texas, and so he was like we were kind of stuck in the middle. Some people thought we were Tejano, some people thought that we were a norteño band. He goes, a few people thought we were Conjunto. He goes, so we were kind of just stuck there in the middle, but he goes, but we just continue to do our thing, and he says we have influences from Tejano music. We have influences from rock bands. We have
Oh yeah.
influences from just all types of all 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 types of music. So our sound is kind of a blend. They put their music, all their likings and all their stuff. They put it into a blender, and that's what came out with Intocable. And that's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way we are. Because I mean, I love norteño music as well, man. I grew up listening to Rieleros del Norte, Relámpagos, Invasores, and stuff like that. And then, I wasn't really into the conjunto stuff until a little bit later in my adult life. But then I was also a big Tejano music fan. I used to play with Johnny Martinez, y Grupo
Okay.
Bravo, back in
Wow.
the day. So so I
Now,
was big into Desperados and the Sunny Salcedas and all that stuff. And then,
Ouch.
well, then of course, and then of course the boys are into different types of music as well. The new age Tejano, the new age cumbias
The
stuff.
frontera.
That's the frontera stuff. And
yeah.
so I mean, all of our recipes. Well, I mean, all of our spices, we kind of put them together, so that kind of gives Conjunto Cats the
Yeah.
sound that you hear today.
It's
Well,
working.
it works. I like it. And you had mentioned earlier that you talked to Pancho on a cruise, and you
Yeah, Pancho
mentioned
Pistolas.
yeah,
Yes.
and you mentioned Johnny. Was that the cruise that Johnny does?
Actually, no, it
No, but
wasn't.
you said
Johnny
The
Martinez does a
Johnny
cruise, doesn't
does,
he?
yeah, Johnny does the Tejanos in Paradise cruise
Okay.
with Al Duarte, and I think it's the Blue Agave travel deal. I think it's them still, but
Okay.
uh, but the cruise that me and Pacho go on is the David Farias Conjunto cruise.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I've
Yeah,
never been
so
there, but
yeah,
are you
it's great, man. It's great. I think David started this, and he took a he took a gamble doing it the first couple of times,
yeah?
and I think he's going on his ninth annual. I think is going to be this
Yeah.
this uh this next one, ninth
How,
ninth or tenth
how
one.
many times have you done it?
Man, I've been on David's cruise probably about, if I
Nine
had to
times?
guess, maybe like 6 7 times,
ah,
something
Oh,
that's
like that.
really?
badass.
As a
Yeah. So
as Cahoota
Performer?
Cats or as a fan?
yes, that's Conjunto Cats.
Okay.
That's Conjunto
Wow. So
Cats.
are you going to do it this year? Or when is
Yes,
it?
yes, we are. Yes, we are. This year, it's gonna be, I think, the last week of January, and it's gonna be us Conjunto Cats, Ruben de la Cruz, Los Únicos, uh, and I'm sorry if I'm leaving anybody out, but those are the ones that I remember off the top of my head, and of
Now,
course David Farias.
of
You know,
course. Are you when you do the cruise? Do you stay for the whole cruise, or do you like fly in one day and then you fly
Really?
out at the island or something like
oh,
that?
no, 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 no. We stay for the whole duration of the cruise. And we go, and we I mean, we treat it as a vacation. I mean, even though we're still working, we're still
Right.
providing entertainment for the people, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you don't go home to your home after after the show. There, you go to the boat and you go enjoy
Well,
drinks, and you go enjoy the pool, and you go enjoy the scenery
I heard
and the
stories
islands and
that
whatnot.
I have heard stories that like after a gig, you drive home, even all the way from Tucson.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, so
I'm
sometimes you do just go home after a performance.
Wait, do you drive with the
yeah.
whole family or just yourself?
No, no, no. It's me, man. I'm the designated driver. I kind of
So you don't let them
I don't know,
enjoy
man. I have a
the groupies and stuff. You don't let the boys enjoy the groupies. You should say,
no,
"We
no,
gotta
no,
go.
no.
We gotta
Hey,
go."
man, groupies. Hey,
Come
man,
on,
groupies are
Dad.
trouble. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why. That's why a lot of these musicians are paying child support nowadays,
Yes,
because
yes, yes.
the groupies are
Yeah,
problems. They're
man.
toxic.
I mean, I
I
say,
mean, they're.
Dad, come on, man.
Dad, I'll take an Uber home. I'll take the
I
bus
think.
home.
That's funny.
Yeah, and the boys are pretty, I mean, are pretty well disciplined in that as well. I mean, they know that, we have something, something going on. This is a family thing that we got going on, and so, I mean, we're trying to make this
Good for
our
you.
job one
Yeah,
day,
Oh yeah.
to be able to,
yeah.
to put food on the table, to be able to pay our bills and stuff like that. And we
Hmm.
want music to be our job one day,
Yeah.
so that way we can just quit. And I mean, my boys are young, and I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get to live and I mean, experience that era. But you know what, if one day I have to step away from the group and let the boys take over,
Yeah.
well then so be it, man. If they can, if I can push it far enough to where my boys can make a living off of playing Conjunto Cats music, well, that would, that would
Yeah.
leave
That's
that would
the
leave me
That
a legend in the music industry, just like
that's the
Roberto
deal.
Pulido, Los Clásicos.
oh yeah. That, that that is a
Y-
hard life to get because
oh
you
yeah, for
you
sure.
mentioned David Farias.
David Farias, man.
His whole families are plumbers, and he still does plumbing.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure, for sure.
Ram, he's a carpenter. He still does that. There's a lot of good, great artists out there that have a
Oh
regular
yeah,
nine to
and
five.
I'm a garbage man. I've been a garbage man for over 20 years.
That's
That's you
good
know that's
pay.
what I raised my family
Yeah.
on, and that's what has got me some cool instruments, and stuff like
Oh
that. and
yeah,
uh
I can
Yeah.
only imagine.
but yeah, that's what I've done, man, since I was pretty much out of high school. I didn't go to college. I kind of just had this mindset that I wasn't going to go to college, and I
Yeah.
should have, right? But I had this mindset I
College is
wasn't going to
not
go
for
to college.
everybody. College is not for
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody. I mean,
but good for you. At least you knew what you
yeah.
want to do. You grew with that company. I'm sure.
Yeah,
So
I
Right.
straight out of high school, man. At in the last few weeks of our senior year, people were talking about going to college, and hey, I'm going to the
Yeah.
military. I'm doing this. I'm doing
Oh
that.
yeah.
Hey, hey, Art, what are you doing? I was like, dude, you know what? Graduated high school. I'm gonna get a job, and I'm just gonna, believe it or not, I would tell people I'm gonna work till I die.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
and that was my whole mentality on that.
oh yeah. I mean, like I said, I teach college, and I'm full time. And but I mean, it's not the best. I mean, it's an easy life if you can get it. But
mhm.
I had to get my master's and stuff like that. But there are plumbers that make more money than I
Here's
do.
where the
There's
buddy show comes
electricians.
from.
What'd you say? Oh, here's the
Here's
buddy
where the
show.
buddy show.
Okay,
Yeah,
buddy portion of the show. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, if I had to do it, I mean, I always said if I wasn't a teacher, well, I was raised to be a doctor. Wasn't a doctor. I really wanted to be a cook. I like cooking, and then,
Yeah.
but also love teaching, and
Wait.
so, but it's not for everybody. I'm glad
Okay.
your son is looking at as a, I don't know, Diego's. You said he's going to be an X-ray tech. He's got
Yeah.
Radiology,
like
huh?
Yeah.
that. That's
Radiology. And
radiology.
Zeke's employed with the city of Seguin.
Okay.
So, man, they've, he can go on, and he can get his pension from the city, and
Oh yeah.
retire after 20 years. And I mean, Zeke can retire from the city at 40 years old, and still enjoy life, because he's still going to
Yeah,
be young, and
yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
and and uh, and then continue playing music on top of that. So, you know, uh, it's I mean, I always tell my kids that, you want to find the job that, you're
That
going to
you
be
love
able to
to do.
enjoy life and,
Yes.
enjoy life and, enjoy the things that you love doing. Like us, we like to play music and, and whatnot. So, you know,
Yeah.
getting a job to where you have to live at your job,
Yeah.
16, 17 hours a day. And eventually you get burned out and you leave and you're like, all right, that's not what I wanted to do and
Yeah.
whatnot. So,
You only have one
but
life
yeah,
to
man, I think
live.
that's what it's
Yeah.
about.
Definitely. Okay, we're an hour show, and I know Nemo's got to go to bed, soon. So, uh, before we go, you guys are playing the Victoria Memorial Bash. I think I saw.
Yes, we are. We're playing at the Victoria Memorial Bash
Yeah.
on
Where?
that
What else?
Friday,
Okay,
and
the Friday.
I had I had notes written down before I came on the show, and then whenever you send me the
Yeah.
message to, hey, we're ready whenever you are, I left all my notes in the other room, and I was like, ah.
Okay.
But
Hey.
yes, we're gonna be at Oyster Bake as well this coming weekend in San Antonio. So if
Okay.
anybody's in the San Antonio area, come by and see us at Oyster Bake.
What
We're gonna
about
be at a
Cinco de Mayo?
Jamaica.
What about Cinco de
Cinco
Mayo?
de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo festivities. We're gonna be in Lockhart, Texas, for the city of Lockhart, downtown
Barbecue.
Lockhart.
Barbecue.
Yeah, and then on Saturday we're gonna be at Saturday we're gonna be at the Aqueduct in San Antonio, and then Sunday we're gonna be in another Cinco de Mayo celebration in Helotes, Texas. So
Okay,
that's
I
where
don't
we're
know what
gonna
that's
be
at.
in on
Is that how you pronounce it? Helotes?
Cinco de Mayo weekend. I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Is that how you pronounce Helotes? Is that elotes?
Helotes. So in Spanish it's elotes, like
Yeah. Hmm.
elote, like corn,
Right.
elote, but and in English it's
In Texas.
the
Yeah.
Eh,
the white way,
okay.
Helotes, Helotes,
Okay. All right.
Texas.
Amarillo, amarillo. Same thing.
Yeah.
Amarillo,
Yeah.
Amarillo. There you go.
Yeah. And
Tomato, tomato. There you
are
go.
are you guys gonna go to Vegas Tejano this year?
Yes, we are. We're gonna be there at the pool party on Thursday night.
I
Nice.
And
thought I remembered that, and I
as
think
of
that.
now, as of now, that's all we have scheduled there in Vegas, just a Thursday night party. But hey, man, it's Vegas, so you
You
never
guys
know. I
stick
mean, we
around.
may get invited to go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna stick around for a couple of days. I'm not
Okay.
gonna stick around too long because then we spend all of our pay and we come back empty-handed, man. So we can't do that, man. We can't do
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'll be out there. Nemo never goes to Vegas.
Yeah.
I always invite him, but he never goes. But I'm going to be there. I'll have a booth, and we're going to. I think hopefully we're going to launch our website that I've been working on for a year. But that's another story. But we would love to have
Yeah.
another interview over there. Lawrence, DJ Indio, he broadcasts from. He's going to broadcast from. The Victoria Memorial Bash, and
Sure. Yeah. No,
and
no,
we
for
do
sure,
that.
man.
Yeah. So
We're gonna be there, man. I mean, I'm always open to talking to you guys, man. And I mean, I really appreciate what you guys do, and everybody who has a podcast, and all the bumper Gomez's of the world, and you guys, and I mean, everything y'all do, like you said, man. Podcast and all this stuff is the way of the future. So
Have you been
man,
on
everything
a
y'all
few
are
of them?
doing, it's
Have,
it's greatly appreciated, man. Thank
have
you
you
guys
been
for the
on a lot
opportunity.
of podcasts? Have you been on
he's
a lot
on
of
Bumper
podcasts?
Show.
I
Yeah,
know
yeah, we've
Bumper.
done Bumper Show, and yes, we've done a few. Don't ask me to name any because I don't want to leave anybody out. And
Yeah.
then they're like,
Have you been
"Hey,
on?
man, you were on my show."
Okay,
You
were
know,
you on the Three Amigos show?
the Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah, deeper
I don't
listen,
think I
deeper
have.
listen.
What about? There's another guy that has Tejano Time podcast, and I'm the original Tejano Time, but he calls it
Okay,
Tejano Time podcast. I had a show back in the '90s, and I think
okay.
his name is Luis. You haven't been on his show yet. Lawrence,
No, no,
yeah,
no, I don't think
Lawrence
so.
DJ Indio. He said
Yes.
that he
Well,
hasn't.
well, no, I haven't been on his show, but I've,
Right.
but I've, but I've tuned into
He
a lot
basically
of
Yeah.
voluntarily remembers
his
bumpers.
shows.
Well, hopefully you
Okay.
remember this one as well. So
Yeah. Are we your favorite podcast right now?
how would he know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Y'all are the
All right.
number one.
All right. That's what Neo loves that
Yeah.
question like that. Okay. You're gonna help us end the show
Well, no,
and
no. Is that it? I mean, you have
oh
any
yeah, yeah.
website,
Yeah, tell
TikTok,
everybody your
Facebook?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We're on X. We have
Twitter.
we actually have two TikToks. We have our gig TikTok where we promote all of our shows, and then we have another TikTok where we upload a bunch of live performance clips and so and
Sweet.
whatnot.
Oh yeah,
So go ahead and yeah, go ahead and follow both of them.
yeah. I forgot even to mention your YouTube shows. Keeping up with the Conjunto Cats. I like that.
Yes,
You've got
yes.
like
Keeping up with the Conjunto
14
Cats.
episodes or
You know,
something like that.
that was actually pretty funny because one day I just every time I would make videos for our gigs, I just started saying it just like, hey, keeping up with the Conjunto Cats,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it just stuck, and now it's become a little staple for Conjunto Cats.
Okay. Do you
You
guys
know,
like
keeping
trade
up with the
off?
Conjunto
Do you guys
Cats.
trade off? Because sometimes I feel like Zeke is producing it and he's got his phone or something like that. Or is it you always taping, or is it like everybody tapes and you put it together or something?
No, no, no. It's actually, man. We do all of our stuff. The boys are the ones that kind of do all the edits and stuff like that,
Okay.
uh, and yeah, I would say the boys are you know, I mean, are pretty much the ones that kind of do the majority of the
Okay.
vlogging and the action and stuff like that. You know, of course, everybody wants to see the youngsters. Nobody wants to see the old
Oh
guy.
yeah.
You know,
You got
the
you
old
have
gray bearded guy.
yeah, you guys get more views than us. So you're doing something right. I mean,
Oh
not
well,
that we
thank
got
Yeah,
you,
much
no,
of
thank
you.
you.
that's nothing, right? Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
but
enjoy
yeah.
it. I think everybody go so check out your YouTube channel, the Conjunto Cats, and
For sure,
uh,
for sure.
do you guys have a website? I think I forgot
No,
to
we
ask.
don't. No,
Okay,
we don't. I mean, you know, I mean, I've thought about launching a website, but
For
you
merchandise.
know, I mean, we have to be real, man. I mean, who's gonna go look at
No, for merchandise though. For
www.conjunto.cats?
oh,
merchandise.
for
You know,
merchandise. I mean, so you don't lose a sale like at. Well, I've got a friend. Well, the project that Lawrence and I are doing may help you with that later. But
okay,
Lawrence is a web designer.
and
If you ever need somebody, he could help you out there.
for sure,
Okay.
and you know, I mean, you mentioned merchandise. You know, I mean, we can, you know, if I mean, we haven't done that, but I mean, we could do it on our social media pages. You know, I mean,
Oh, that's
you know,
true.
we get a lot of tracking on our social media pages, so we
That's
can
true.
put, you know, I mean, put actual pictures, and you know, we can use Zeke as a model, and you know, hey, put on this T-shirt, and
Yeah.
There you go.
Let him rip it
everybody wants to
open
look
like
at
this or
Zeke.
something like that. Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll put a cap on Zeke and put the brand new T-shirt and whatnot,
There
and
you
we'll
go.
just
Yeah.
use, you know, social media pages. But hey, man,
I
I'm
got
not saying that that's a bad thing, but
you.
you know,
Yeah,
we
I
kind
got
of
you.
just push our social media pages, and it's a little bit more. It's a little bit easier to interact with everybody
That's
on the
true.
social media pages.
Okay. Well, thank you for being on Tejano Talk, and
Thank you
we'd
so
love to have
much.
you back, and maybe you bring your
Thank
sons
you
next time. And
for sure.
anytime you want to be on, just you got my phone number and stuff, and
Yes,
we'll
sir.
schedule in. Okay. And we're gonna end the show, but I'm your host Oraldo for It's Tejano Time,
And I'm Nemo with the Hana USA.
and then
And I'm Art with Conjunto Cats. Thank
and
you
you've
Yeah.
been
guys. Thank you very
sweet.
much, and thank you to all the viewers. God bless you all, and we hope to see you at a show
Uh,
sometime soon.
Great, thank you. And you've been listening and watching Tejano Talk. All right. I'll let's end broadcast.